Hey golf fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be checking out Scarborough Preserve by Scottish 67. This course is a par 72. The fairways and greens are firm, the green speeds are medium fast, the weather is clear and the time of day is dusk. Let's check out the tee options. There are two tee options. We will be swinging from the white tees, which are playing 7,140 yards, and as always, pin set number 1. So, hole number 1, and I am really looking forward to playing this golf course. It is great to showcase another Scotsman's work here to the fantastic community. So I am going to lay up with the fairy wood here. That wind should take me round to the right hand side, and we have found the centre of the fairway. Loving the early look of the golf course. So 105 up 3 feet to the pin. Let's come down to the 62-degree wedge, and I am going to apply a lot of de-loft and topspin here and just try and get this ball feeding down the downslope and hopefully towards the flagstick. Fantastic execution. That needs to fly though. We have found that downslope. Sadly for me though, it didn't get that kick I was craving. The green speeds are 147. This is a 15-footer. This is turning from left to right. It should turn hard at my feet. Not the best of swings on the putt there, and we have burnt the left-hand side edge. So hopefully we can convert this 4-footer, and we do kick things off here. It's Scarborough Preserve with an opening par. Hole number 2. It is a long par 3, just in between clubs here. So I'm going to try and draw this 3-iron from right to left and just try and use that helping slope. Oh, and boy have I pulled that 5.75 degrees pull, and that has found the greenside bunker. But that's what I love about this game, and that's what I love about this game. It really is so easy to lose your swing, and for the last couple of days my swing has been really inconsistent. I'm certainly not executing as many perfects as I was at the start of the game, but good shot there, and that is going to ensure a tap-in par, which I do convert. So par start, but loving the look to this golf course. The marshlands with the beautiful lush fairways and greens, and it looks like there's going to be water on every single hole. It's a really flat golf course so far, not much elevation gains or drops. But this is a long par 5. I'm just going to try and land this short off the green and get this ball kicking up onto the dance floor. 3 hybrid should be the club here. It's a beautiful execution, and this should comfortably kick up onto the green, and that is going to give me our first look at eagle here. So 19 feet. The first 6 feet of this putt should really turn from right to left fairly aggressively. That is on a good line. Is it going to stay up? Just turned at the end. Yet again, the contact was closed on my putt, and I think that did have a factor on missing that. But we do pick up our first birdie of the round on the opening par 5. But I'm not sure. Since the last update, I do feel at times the screen tearing is back, and the game has just went a little bit laggy for me at times. But let me know in the comment section if you guys are experiencing a little bit of lag or screen tear. I just feel that the game isn't looking as good as what it was since the last update. So 117, it's playing 120 to the pin. That's probably about a 3-4 mile per hour wind, potentially 5 at the most. So let's feed this 56 degree wedge in from right to left. It's loaded with topspin, and this should get a nice firm kick. Didn't kick out as much as I was hoping, but it has left me a very makeable putt from 10 feet. These are the kind of putts you have to convert if you want to shoot reasonably well on courses, and that does turn. And it's back-to-back birdies, and I do move to 2 under par. So this is a drivable par 4 here. Can we hold that tabletop green? No, that is the million-dollar question. Now, this should kick hard up towards the green. Is it going to hold the top tier though? It does, and that has left me a lengthy eagle putt. So our second look at eagle here. 46 feet, down by 3 inches, and this is sweeping from left to right. But this is such a unique golf course. I do believe it was on 2K23. I just think I didn't play it. I think I missed it. Yet again, that 3 degree close contact has probably had a factor on that putt staying left. And there it is, all perfects. And it's 3 consecutive birdies. But I am loving the look and feel of this golf course. There's been water in play on each and every single tee shot. That needs to get down, trying to hold the left-hand side of the fairway here. And we just about achieve that. And that has left me 194 into this green. Pin is right at the back. We do have a backstop here, which I may actually need. So let's hit 5 iron. I have applied a good bit of backspin here. That slope at my feet is just going to take me offline. It's probably a 3 to 4 mile per hour wind. It's another good strike. And we do have this backstop to help us here. And believe it or not, I did need it. These long to mid-range irons, when the wind is helping, is ensuring that the golf ball isn't going to sit down quickly. But it's an 18-foot putt. A little bit of movement right to left here, but it is uphill. All perfects. And that just burns the right-hand side edge of the cup. You really have to convert those putts. This game really affects you with the mental side. You just feel like you're getting to grips with the putting, and then you start to miss those kind of putts, and it just has that doubt creep into your head. So the wind should hit this one to the left. This should bounce firm and hopefully check. It's going to be a tough putt though. Ball is trying to feed back, and this is a 10-footer. A lot of movement here. This is really going to swing from right to left. Let's see if we can drain this one. We do. Centre cup wasn't the best of putt executions either. But on the previous hole, I missed a near enough straight putt and then convert that sidewinder. So second par 5 is hole number 8. And we really have our swing going here. There was options off the tee box. You could have bailed to the right. I feel that the left-hand side, albeit probably a tougher tee shot, is going to leave me a shorter shot in. 255. Just in between clubs here. Let's try and overpower this hybrid. It's loaded with topspin. It's another beautiful execution. And this should get a really firm kick up onto the green. And I think this may turn off to the left-hand side. Just held that green for 1 second. It looked like it was going to slide off to the left-hand side of the green there. But it's a 44-foot putt downhill. A lot of movement right to left. Just looking to lag this one close. If it drops, it's a bonus. It's not going to drop. It's going to miss on the left-hand side. Really good weight. But we do tap that in. And I move to 5 under par. But really enjoying this golf course, guys. Fantastic layout. I love the contrast of the marsh and the water, of the lush fairways. And it's such a flat golf course. However, the undulations on the fairway can cause you problems. So yet again, just opting to lay up here. I would rather the longer approach shot in. So it's 167. 3-wood just kind of eliminated the water there. I want to land on the left-hand side of the pin here. I think it will leave me the easier putt. Got the intentional overswing. Oh, this needs to go. That slope and the wind has hit me a little bit harder than I gave it credit for. And I've not stayed up on the top tier. That slope definitely moved me more than I expected. I really am struggling with the slope at my feet with no lie grid on. I obviously know which direction the balls go, and that's got a chance, by the way. That's got a chance, by the way. Boom, what a putt that is. That's a 2 in 10 putt for me. And that really finishes off the back nine perfectly. But yeah, some of the slope factors I'm just not quite getting to grips with. Sometimes the ball's overturning. Sometimes it's not turning as much as I expected. And look at this for a pin placement in this par 3. That's like a heart-shaped green, isn't it? Slightly closed. This needs to kick right. Wow, 2 degrees closed, and look how far offline that ball is shot. And that has left me a horrible shot. I think I'm going to have to flop this. And as we know, the flop is executed with the fade bias. So I am aiming a good 10 yards left of the pin here and allowing this ball to shoot to the right. Just like that. Wow, that really shot right. I try to get the contact perfect. The swing path I don't really take into consideration. And yet again, it's all perfects on the putt. I'll take that. It's a good par save. And it keeps me at -6. So water in play here yet again. It's quite a tight fairway down the left here. Let's come down to the 3-wood choked tee approach. Choked tee shot, should I say. Look at that. That is close contact and that is going way offline. That is going to be fortunate to hold the fairway. It just dives down. Really poor shot. That has left me a lot longer of an approach shot in than I would have liked. But let's go with the 8-iron here. Trying to get this up into the air. And let the green run this out. Slope at my feet should be taking me to the right. Good execution. And if this has got the legs with a firm kick, it should set up a really good birdie opportunity. That's a really good approach shot. That has left me pin high. But I've missed 1 or 2 of these putts already this round. Is this putt going to turn? It has done. And I just cannot get a feel for some of these putts. Sadly, after a really good approach shot, that is a par. And it means I remain at -6. But this really is a quirky course design. Like I said, very undulating fairways. But the course, plays fairly flat. There's not much elevation gain or drop.
There we go. Nice contact on that one.
And you really have to consider your tee shots carefully.
We've got about 115 yards to the pin.
So that has left me 114. It's playing 115. That's about a 3 to 4 mile per hour wind. So I think my 56 degree wedge should be about ideal here. Playing the wind and the slope. This should get a really firm bounce and check. And that is a good approach shot. That has left me a 9-foot putt. Slightly uphill. Should turn. It does turn. And we do pick up another birdie to move to -7. This course does offer a really good challenge and test in all aspects of your game. But for me, I would have liked the winds, which I just leave at default, to have been a little bit higher. It's just unfortunate. I have been given the lower end of the wind scale. But it's another tough par 5. Look at that pin location. There's no way I'm holding that green. This is when you want the wind in your face just to kind of hold you up. So let's try and be creative with the 3-wood here. Choked approach. I'm going to try and run it up onto the green. That is an open contact, and with that, that ball's going right, and it's going to get a horrible kick here. The course really has some good defence in and around the greens, and this is where I struggle. I think we're going to flop this. Let's go super flop. Top spin, de-loft, and just try and get it as close as I can with the 18 yard. It's going to come up short. I don't think I had any other shot in the locker that would have got me as close as that. I'm really struggling with a chip now since the update. It just seems to run on for days. I either underhit the chips or overhit them. I'm also trying to improve the flop shots as well. Oh, early. How on earth has that missed? And as you can see, my putting woes continue. I really didn't expect that putt to miss. -7. I've certainly left a few strokes out here today. Mainly on the putting side of things. This is a short par 4. Probably in double figure wins you would consider taking that on. I'm just going to partial the driver here. Good execution. And that should leave me a pitch into this uphill pin. So 70 yards out. I think if we just play this pitch as it is, it should get up that slope and set up birdie. Fantastic execution. Needs to go though, needs to run. This came up short. I would have ideally liked that another 20 feet closer. Come on, early. Let's see if we can drain a putt of some significance today. It's a good execution. Is it going to turn? Didn't turn. That last grid, I really expected that to break a little bit more than what it did. And not the best of back 9 so far. If we are going to get to double figures, which I always try to achieve on these course playthroughs, I am going to have to get the finger out. And that is starting with this par 3. But loving the different shaped greens here. This course really does have a very unique feel and look to it. That is a beautiful execution. Surely this sits down pretty quickly. It has done. And that is arguably the best shot off the round. It's left me a 2-foot putt. And we do move to -8. Come on, early. Let's finish strong. Let's try and get to -10. Hole number 16. Yeah, again, you cannot really open up with a driver here. Well, I can't. So just deliberately underhitting that, hoping it doesn't run out into the hazard. And we've played that well. And that has left me 179. This club is absolutely perfect. 7-iron is made for this. That wind has really died down. It's just a case of playing the lie at my feet here as well. So just applying a little bit of backspin. It's a good strike. I probably didn't need the backspin, you know.
That should do nicely.
I actually didn't need the backspin.
Putt is just around 12 feet.
It's left me a very good look for birdie here from 12 feet. These are the putt. I've missed too many of these today. Come on, early. Surely that's in centre cup. It is. I'm really pleased with my putting execution today. Not the reads, the execution. I have definitely executed more perfects than normal. I am really trying hard with my swing technique on the putting. Hole number 17, it is a par 5, 539 yards. But this golf course has got something to offer all ability of players. Like I say, there's really no elevation gain or drop, so no calculations required for that. This course really is about decision making, approach shots, and converting your putts. So I think 3-iron, a lot of loft, a lot of backspin, just playing for the centre of the green here. Struck it well, and this ball should feed down towards the cup. This could actually be in the hole, by the way, if the green beads do what they suggest. Come on, keep turning. It's just not turning as much as I would have liked. But it is a 13-foot putt for eagle. This would get me to -11. And once again, it's another putt. You really should be draining here. Surely it turns. It didn't turn. But look at my putt contact open. That is the reason I missed that putt. All due to poor execution. We get the birdie, and we are stepping on the 18th. The final hole of Scarborough Preserve by Scottish 67. And for you eagle-eyed subscribers, you will notice I have changed my caddy with this technician build. I think it's the caddy that looks like Happy Gilmore's caddy. Fantastic film. I'm sure you've all heard of it and seen it. Getting greedy here. Try to drive the green. It's not going to get there. This should be nothing more than a pitch or potentially a spinner. Oh, that is a complex green. And I tell you what, I don't have much room to work with here. I think the pitch is my best option. I'm just going to try and pitch it into this upslope. It is going to turn from left to right, and hopefully it's got the legs to release out towards the pin. It's a really good execution. It should keep running. It's going to be a tester from about 7 feet. It's 9 feet, but it's a birdie opportunity. This would get me to -11. Surely this does drop. Boom. There we go, golf fans. That is it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the course below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.